Hello, good morning, my dear students. This is Suraj Anand, chemistry teacher. Welcome in my channel, Chemistry Wala Anand sir. As we all know, the chapter number 4, the carbon and its compound is going on. The last chapter, the important carbon compounds, ethanol, ethanoic acid, we are reading. So the today topic is the uses of ethanol. What are the uses of ethanol in our life? C2H5OH, the organic compound structure name, or you can say organic formula. So ethanol or ethyl alcohol is very useful organic compound. Some important uses of ethanol are explained as follows. The first one is as a fuel. Ethanol, the very important uses of ethanol as a fuel. So my dear student, it is quite clear. The ethanol is going to be used as a fuel. The ethanol is going to be used as fuel. It is a clean fuel. So ethanol is going to be used as fuel. It is a clean fuel. So it gives only harmful carbon dioxide and water vapor. It on burning after the combustion. So product on burning in sufficient air or oxygen, in presence of oxygen. So ethanol is a clean fuel. It gives only harmful carbon dioxide and water vapor as the combustion product on burning in sufficient air or oxygen. So the largest single use of ethanol is in a as a motor car fuel or as a fuel additive. So for example, gasoline or petrol sold in Brazil contains 25% anhydrous ethanol. It is quite clear about the uses of ethanol as a fuel. Second is it is used in alcoholic drinks like whiskey, rum, brandy, beer and other liquors. For example, wine contains 10 to 20% of ethanol and beer contains only 6% of ethanol. So my dear student, the wine, beer, rum and whiskeys are used in the normally used in the cold region like European countries in England, America, where there is in a year more than 6 or 7 months there is a cold temperature. So my dear student, these are the things. Point number 7 and 2 is also quite clear. So second use is also clear. The third number is ethanol is used in medical wipes. It is used as a medical wipes also, and the most common antibacterial hand sanitizer also. Use of ethanol. So my dear students, this is the third use. Fourth one is the ethanol is used in hospitals to sterilize wounds and syringe. To sterilize wounds and syringe. So the next one is the uses. Use number 5. Ethanol is a good general purpose like a solvent. Ethanol is used as a solvent for the general purpose, and it is also used as paints, varnishes, tinctures, markers, perfumes and deodorants also. You are using the deodorant. The ethanol is present there in the percentage amount. The different percent may be in different, but the ethanol is present in your deodorant, in your perfume, in your varnishes, in your paints, in your tincture, in your marker. Tincture of iodine is a solution of iodine in ethyl alcohol. Use number 6. It is used in many healthcare and personal care product. Healthcare and personal care products such as cup suppressant. In cup suppressant, ethanol also used. That's why after taking the cup syrup, you are going to be in sleepy mode. And the mouth washes also. It is used in spirit lamp and in thermometer, spirit level and in thermometers also. So my dear students, these are the 7 uses as a fuel, as an alcoholic drink, as medical purposes, in hospital for sterile wound and syringe, good general purpose of your general use, the daily use product, ethanol is present and used in healthcare product or personal care product, and it is also used in spirit lamp and thermometer. My point of view to give the uses of ethanol, because there are few questions come in the examination, because in NCERT few words are used. Few words are used in the as a ethanol. So my dear student, this is all about the uses of ethanol. After that we are going to read another topic in ethanol, that is the what is fermentation. Fermentation is also important. Each and every time after each gapping of alternate 2 year, fermentations come in the examination in science. The questions of fermentation come each and every alternate year. So my dear student, it is my important duty to tell you something about the fermentation. I am not teacher. I am your helper. I am your subordinates. I am your guideliner. I am your supporter, that whatever you are going to read. Teacher is now anyone present in this society right now, because teacher has a great ability to teach the student with their on their demerits, on their social values, and according to their knowledge. I'm giving the only topic about the chemistry. So I am not a teacher, I am also learner, I am also subordinate, I am also guideliner. So my dear student, let us read about the fermentation. What is fermentation? So before starting the fermentation, this is the very important properties of ethyl alcohol, or alcohol you can say. Fermentation is important topic or important for the ethyl alcohol. So sugarcane plants are one of the most efficient convert of sunlight in chemical energy. Sugar cane juice is used to obtain sugar by the process of catalysis. One of the byproduct of sugar industry is dark brown and liquid molasses which contain 30% uncrystallized sugar. Ethanol is commercially produced by fermentation of cane sugar present in molecule. So ethanol is commercially ethanol is going to be commercially present in the ethanol is commercially produced by fermentation of cane sugar present in molasses. The fermentation of sugar into ethanol is one of the earliest biotechniques employed by human. Fermentation is breaking down of sugar bigger complex into simpler molecules by the agency of enzyme or biocatalyst. So my dear friend, let us understand about the fermentation. Is commonly produced by fermentation or is commercially produced by fermentation of cane sugar present in molasses of cane sugar present in molasses. MOLLASES molasses. So my dear student, it is quite clear. After that, the fermentation of sugar into ethanol is the fermentation of sugar. The fermentation of sugar into ethanol is one of the earliest of sugar into ethanol is one of the earliest biotechnologies technologies employed by humans. This is the very old process that human being is going to be practiced. So my dear student, it is a very old practice of human beings to of the fermentation process. The fermentation of sugar into ethanol is fermentation is breaking down. So fermentation is breaking down. What? Fermentation is the breaking down of bigger complex molecules into simpler or into smaller simple molecules, into smaller simple molecules of what? Molecules by the agency of enzymes. By the agency of enzyme, that is the biocatalyst. So my dear student, ethanol is commercially produced by fermentation of cane sugar. Cane sugar you all know, present in molasses. The fermentation of sugar into ethanol is one of the earliest biotechnologies employed by human beings. So it is a very old process by the humans. So fermentation is what? Fermentation is breaking down of bigger complex molecule into a smaller simple molecule by the agency of enzymes, that is the biocatalyst. Enzymes, that is the biocatalyst. So my dear students, this is the fermentation of any substance. So fermentation of molasses into ethanol is carried out. Fermentation of what? Fermentation of molasses into ethanol is carried out. Fermentation of molasses into ethanol is carried out in the presence of yeast, in the presence of yeast at 30 degrees centigrade. At 30 degree centigrade. Yeast is the source of many enzymes. Yeast is the source of many enzymes. So yeast is the source of many enzymes like invertase and zymes. Enzymes like invertase and zymes Invertase and zymes, that is invertase and zymes are the most important enzymes. So my dear student, let us take the reaction C12S22O11. What is this? This is the sugar present in molecules. After that, what? It will react with the water. Invertase is the catalyst or a biocatalyst, you can say. C6H12O6. C6H12O6 in the form of glucose. It gives you. And what does it give? It also gives fructose. C6H12O6, this is the fructose. So glucose and fructose breaking down after the invertase as a catalyst, the sugar present in molecule react with the water. After that glucose, C6H12O6, glucose is going to be get reactions, and this also by the zymes. This gives you C2H5OH. This gives you ethanol, and the next product is the carbon dioxide. So my dear student, this is all about the reactions of the fermentation. So my dear student, let us understand the fermentation in a clear way. Ethanol is commercially produced by fermentation, by the method of fermentation. So my dear student, ethanol is going to be produced by the fermentation of cane sugar present in molasses. So the fermentation of sugar into ethanol is one of the earliest biotechnologies process employed by the human being. So fermentation of breaking down. What is fermentation? Fermentation is the breaking down. Fermentation is breaking down of bigger complex molecule into smaller simpler molecules by the agency of enzymes. That is the biocatalyst. So my dear student, fermentation of molasses into ethanol is carried out in the presence of yeast at 30 degrees centigrade. Why in the presence of yeast? Because yeast is the source of many enzymes like invertase and the zymes. So my dear student, this is quite clear about the fermentation, and the fermentation is the process for the commercial production of ethanol. So this is the C12S22O11. This is the, and this one is the H2O react with H2O invertase, add a biocatalyst, it gives you the glucose and the fructose. After it we react with the glucose in the presence of biocatalyst gymase, in which enzymes is present, it gives you ethyl alcohol and carbon dioxide. Ethyl alcohol and carbon dioxide, or you can say ethanol or carbon dioxide. It is clear, that is the carbon dioxide. So my dear student, it is quite clear about the fermentation. We read today the uses of ethanol and the fermentation, and what is the fermentation, all the things about. So my dear student, this is Suraj, chemistry teacher. Welcome in my channel Chemistry Wala Anand sir. Thank you for watching my video. Don't skip the video. Go throughout the all part of the video without skipping and share it to those students who are the aspirant of CBSE 2026 board examination class 10th. And my dear student, give more views, and subscribe my channel, and likes also, and comment also what about you think about my study point of view, and how I can give you the learning process. So thank you for watching. This is Suraj, chemistry teacher. Welcome in my channel Chemistry Wala Anand sir. Best of luck for your board examination. Thank you all of you.